light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing, light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing, light 'em up, go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated, sucker free, we got the seats heated, let's face it, you bout to get a beat down, less talking, let's take it to the streets now, ain't gonna be no rematch, why you wanna fight, touchdown on sight, yeah, turn off the light, oh, turn off the light, let's get it poppin', dumb. When you see me moving, bodies dropping. Move some. I'm about to go sick, call Earl. I'm turning up like E40, not your average girl. I'm turning up. We can rock like Rocky, make you tap it. Ghost ride the whip, look at my drip. This ain't a copy. We got all night if you wanna throw hands. When they see me fight, they wanna throw bands. Go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up.
It's time for the main event. It's the Shoe Shot.
¿Qué onda, vatos locos? Damas y caballeros, it's your boy David in the 702 for another edition of Slugged Out Sports with the big homie Vince. Shout out to Vince, 702 Man Cave. ¿Qué onda, Vince?
What's happening? What's up? Hey, what's up with that hat you're wearing? Put it up backwards.
How did I know? Oh, shoot. I got a response from you instantly. Well, you know, it is interesting. This morning I was watching... I was on the treadmill, and I got my playlist on YouTube, and I saw Gunner's Collective. Shout out to Gunner. He put a new video out about Amato's former opponent, Dean the Great. You know what I'm saying? Dean the Great. And apparently he got invited to that Adam 22 show, and he got into a big scuffle with Big Cripback for disrespecting, whatever. You know, Dean the Great, he has a history of disrespecting moms, wives, everybody in between. And I'm on the treadmill, and I realize Vince and me, we could be the Gunner and Dubs of sports on YouTube. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It wouldn't be a bad thing to have 100,000 subscribers.
Hey, if it is a bad thing, good for us, because people love the haters always succeed.
They're like, no, you can't. It's always been like that, man. A Giants fan and a Dodgers fans can't get along, but I've been friends with so many, man. It's just a great, fun rivalry. It's exciting. Beautiful. By the way, shout out to your Dodgers. Yesterday, well, actually, right now, the Dodgers are playing Mexico. Right now, right?
In the fourth inning.
All right, let me just quickly look at that score. 3-4. Okay, you'll keep us up to tab. Yeah, keep us up to tabs on the score. You got it on the TV?
Yes, sir.
All right, and in case you guys are wondering today, here's the schedule for today for baseball. Yesterday, the Cardinals played Mexico, and they lost to Mexico. The San Francisco Giants got annihilated by Team USA, who the whole Team USA is ready for action for the World Baseball Classic, man. They got an incredible team. The question is, I put up a poll, is USA's team best? Are they good enough to beat Japan, who are the reigning champions? How good will Korea be? How good will Korea be? I'm so excited about this, Vince.
I love watching Asians in any sport because they try to perfection everything.
Salute to everybody joining us. Shout out to Elliot James in there in the chat. I'm going to retweet the show really quick. Today is Vince. I know you're having a big birthday party coming up at your house with mariachis. That sounds exciting. Today, mariachis, man, can't wait.
I
love mariachis, man. Today is a special birthday for Giants fans. Of course, we haven't won a World Series since Sergio Romo, and he played for the World Baseball Classic Mexico team 2 times. Sergio Romo, he was from...
relief pitcher.
He was a great relief pitcher, and he wasn't very tall, he wasn't very huge, but he's got those championship rings. I saw something today too. Speaking of baseball, who has the most wins? Who are the most winning teams in the past 25 years? This one is interesting, Vince. Obviously, the Dodgers are going to be number 2. You guys are right behind the Yankees, just like 50 games. Awesome. You have 5 pennant titles and 3 World Series. The Red Sox, to me, are pretty impressive. They've got 4 pennant titles and 4 World Series. They beat everybody. They beat you. And San Francisco Giants have 3 World Series and 4 pennants. But we are at least we made the list, man. We're still we had a dynasty in those 10 years, Sergio Roma era and Bumgarner and whatnot. But it's rough being a Giants fan these days, man. You guys, the Dodgers have accumulated the ultimate roster, and it's exciting because so many of your stars are in the World Baseball Classic. You told me something today. Ohtani will not pitch?
I heard he's not supposed to.
That's what it says here, too. I'm reading that. He's not going to pitch.
Good, so we need him to win the World Series. You know?
Yeah. No, you can't. You can't risk injuries. Indeed, man. You guys
that kind of money.
Spring training. Here are the top 10 World Baseball Classic players. Number 1, Shohei Ohtani. Number 2, Aaron Judge. Tarek Skubal at number 3, Paul Skenes, Bobby Witt Jr. number 5, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Dodgers, Vladimir Guerrero, Juan Soto, Cal Raleigh, and Venezuela's Ronald Acuna Jr. Man,
Do you think the what's his name, the center fielder for the Angels, if he would have been injured a lot, he'll be on that list?
Is he playing? Is he healthy?
Yeah, and he's playing on the USA team too. What's his name? Dang, I can't forget his name. He used to be like the face of baseball when Jeter went out. Dang, the white guy, the white kid.
Man, if anybody can remember in the chat, let me see here. I'm just going to make sure.
Angels baseball player, the best player on the Angels right now. Well, if he's not injured. Dang, I can't think of his name. Oh my god, and he made good catches out there in center field back in the day. Good Lord,
Who was it, man? Who was it? Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about the baseball. I'll look at some of the odds today. Keep us abreast of the score between the Dodgers and Mexico. I went to, I've never been there, but I went to go pick up some chocolate Seas candies from California. My father-in-law was in town. It was his birthday week. And we headed up to, what's that mall in Henderson? Sunset Mall? Is this the Sunset Galleria? Yeah. And they have they got one of those stores that sells every baseball hat, Lids. I guess it was Lids, but man, I was talking to the guy. He said the Mexico hat, and it looks good, man. The Mexico hat is flying off the shelves. I think I want to pick up one of those Mexico hats, man. They also have, I mean, it's pretty awesome. Well, anyhow, I wanted to talk to you. Let's get this.
Mike Trout.
Oh, Trout. Oh man, he's one of the best baseball players ever. Yeah. Now I remember. Now we remember.
Yeah, I knew it come in like boom. I had to interrupt you. Sorry, but boom, Mike Trout. Like remember now. I remember.
Indeed, Mike Trout. Why not, man? What did I have this picture up here? Where's this picture I was going to show you guys? Regarding the Mexico versus Dodgers game, I don't know. This guy doesn't look like a Dodgers fan. He's got a Dodgers hat, Mexico jersey. He just says, "I just hope both teams have fun." Come on.
Yeah.
You got to pick somebody. No, I'm just kidding. It's preseason baseball, and Mexico has today is the official starting day of the World Baseball Classic, but Mexico's team's looking pretty good, actually. I'm pretty excited about this series. So we had some really great boxing on this weekend, Vince. And, of course, if you guys are new to the show, Vince is the uncle of the Vargas dynasties. And Emiliano was bumped up to co-main event. How great was that, just hearing the news? Were you surprised by the news, excited about it?
Yeah. I was thinking, I told everybody, hey, he's a second fight, so he might be in the ring at 6. I don't know. And they moved on. Oh, hell yeah. Take your time. He'll be in the ring around 8. You'll be good.
Originally, they had Abel Ramos, who is the uncle of Jesus Ramos Jr., a boxing family from Casa Grande, Arizona, just like an hour south of Phoenix, Arizona. They had him as the co-main. He did have a pretty good fight, but they bumped him down. I think they had picked him originally because, he's known as a Phoenix fighter. But I think when it got down to it, Matchroom Boxing, who put on the show and Top Rank, they must have had a conversation and said, look, this is Emiliano Vargas' opportunity to put on a show, put on a really good fight. And the opponent he was given, we talked about it. They said his opponent, Agustin from Argentina. What's his last name? Do you remember his last name?
No, but I know he ain't no tomato can, how everybody says, and a bum. He ain't no bum. He ain't no hand-picked cherry.
Agustin Quintana had a very memorable win over Mark Castro Mark Castro's a good friend of the Vargas dynasty.
Yes.
Mark Castro got signed by Matchroom Boxing. He was a top amateur standout. They had high aspirations for him, but one thing I went back and was thinking about this fight, watching we talked about it, that Emmy and his dad have been practicing so much body work. I saw a lot of good videos that they had put of that body work, and they implemented it into their game plan, man. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw that they were putting that to work in the game plan, right? Dude, I think Mark Castro had no success against Quintana because not only does Mark Castro, it doesn't appear that he hits as hard, but he didn't dedicate that type of commitment to working the body against Quintana. Once Emmy slowed down Quintana, he was able to, he busted up Quintana's face.
Yeah.
He did. I mean, he busted him up. This guy Quintana can take punishment. He can obviously take punishment and he could dish it back, but one thing where Quintana didn't have, he wasn't effective is once he started getting busted up to the body, he was reluctant to counterpunch. He landed some good punches. He landed some really good punches. Probably some of the best punches Emmy's taken in his short career. He took those shots and he was dishing some back, but he wasn't winning the fight. We got to the final round. The crowd was very excited, man. And then, the main event turned out to be a fantastic fight. Yeah. Shout out to Sonteo Media. What's good, homie? I hadn't seen you in a minute. Appreciate everybody. Sonteo Media has a channel here on YouTube, guys. Go support him, man. He puts out some really good content. We're talking about, obviously, the fight that just took place in Phoenix. And, man, if you... Let me finish my thought, and then I want to ask a question to the chat that I asked last night if you didn't see the Shushan with me and True Evil. But in the final round, Vince, I said it last night. I was disappointed, and if I would have been there look, Emmy was winning that fight, but the guy Quintana seemed dangerous. And like when you corner a wild rabbit animal into a corner, you never know what you're going to get in that final round. And I just felt like, man, it would have been very exciting to see that final round. But the referee, and it had nothing to do with Emiliano's corner, the referee went over there and made the decision to stop the fight. And a lot of people were disappointed in that, including Ryan Garcia, who commented on X, on Twitter. I think he just basically was alluding. I'm not speaking for Ryan word for word because I don't have the tweet, but he was basically alluding. He was disappointed the fight was stopped, that it was a bullshit stoppage. That's kind of what he was implying. And Emmy clapped back immediately, like on social media, something about Ryan's PEDs, which I don't know. I don't know if Emmy took it the wrong way, or we don't know if Ryan was, talking on Emmy bad. I don't know which way. The point is that it creates drama.
Yeah.
I said it last night, Vince, and I've said it to you before at your house, but I think that it's inevitable that these two guys are going to become... Now Ryan is a champion. He's the WBC welterweight champion of the world. It feels like 25 years ago when we were all salivating at the idea of Fernando Vargas fighting Oscar the Golden Boy. It feels like it's going to happen. It's not could. It should happen. The question is when. When, because they are several years apart. Emmy's still on his championship path. He talked about it. He wants a former world champion next. I agree. That's a great idea. Get a former world champion. Do you think, your personal opinion, man, do you think it would be a super fight? And do you also think it's possible and plausible? You think
next year is possible.
Next year? Yeah. Look,
yeah.
Emmy, I could tell Emmy once he's hungry for a world title opportunity.
Yeah, he is.
Abdullah Mason has already become a world champion. They're about the same age if he's not younger. So it's entirely plausible. It's just that Abdullah Mason's, like a lot of the star fighters at 135 left. In fact, I got some news. In fact, this is wild, but a lot of it's almost like it was, he fought for a vacant title and it was a hard fight for Abdullah Mason. For Emmy, it's much more difficult because that division 140 is stacked with champions, with good fighters, great fighters. It's one of the so it's even harder for him to get that. He's got to get to the number 2 spot in one of the organizations like the WBO, and then he might get called up to fight for that title. What do you think is going to happen within 3 fights? Maybe
towards the end of the year.
By the end of 2026.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Man, Well, I'm sure.
He,
Hey,
he
first
wants it. That boy wants it bad.
first thing is fight a former world champion.
Yeah.
And I
Go
thought
after that.
about former world champions, and we're going to talk about the Zuffa thing, the Zuffa thing, because there's a great fighter at Zuffa who just fought and is a former world champion and beat Pitbull Cruz. I'm talking about El Rayo. I'm talking about El Rayo Valenzuela. El Rayo Valenzuela. That'd be a great fight. Unfortunately, I don't think Zuffa's going to be working with Top Rank or Matchroom at all, and at all, right? But that's a great fight for Emmy. Would be a former world champion in El Rayo Valenzuela. I think El Rayo Valenzuela, they have plans for him to be the first Zuffa champion at whatever division he's at now. I guess 140. He'd be the and that brings us to the main storyline today, bro. Is that this Sunday, Zuffa is going to put on a show with the Opetaia, the cruiserweight champion. I think he's the best cruiserweight in the world, better than Zurdo Ramirez of Mexico, who will be fighting David Benavidez.
He's going to get beat up.
So yesterday, I went on the air and I finally found it was Salvador Rodriguez of ESPN, Spanish ESPN. He said that he had information that Zuffa, that the IBF, that's the belt, the IBF, that's the same sanctioning body that says you can't gain more than 10 pounds. Richardson Hitchens just missed that 10 pounds the other day. Well, that's he's a champion, but he also wants to be the Zuffa champion because he just signed with Dana White. And Salvador Rodriguez is a very trusted source, but he said that the IBF is saying that you're going to have to pick one or another. You're going to have to pick if you're the IBF champion or you're going to go for the Zuffa belt. So do you think, Vince, do you think they're saying, hey, man, if you're about to get stripped of your title of the IBF?
That's
right?
Up, man.
Right? That's what it sounds like. I haven't seen anything official. It's Wednesday. We got to know something soon, guys. And don't forget, guys, hit that like button. It's going to help us with this algorithm today, please. I got something from Opetaia. I guess he just made this statement this morning. This is from the Sun Sport. Let's hear what he has to say. It's pretty short.
Don't listen to everything you read on the internet. You should know that, bro. Like, people always jumping to conclusions. People just want to make out like they know, so everyone fucking clicks on their thing. They don't know shit, bro.
Okay. Don't listen to everything you read on the internet. So
he's right.
The IBF hasn't said anything. I can't find a statement from the IBF yet. Maybe come Sunday he'll be the IBF champion and win the Zuffa belt against Glanton. He's fighting this Sunday. Maybe he's going to hold both belts.
That'd be nice.
That would be. I'll tell you why it's so nice, man. Because David Benavidez come Cinco de Mayo weekend versus Zurdo Ramirez is going to be an incredible show at the T-Mobile. If David Benavidez beats Zurdo Ramirez, and I think he's going to beat Zurdo Ramirez.
Oh, yeah.
Then he'll be a champion at cruiserweight. And there's not going to be any more exciting fight than David Benavidez has a good relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh. Turki Al-Sheikh, he's paying Dana White. That's going to be the fight of the year. When David Benavidez gets in the ring with Opetaia, I don't know. They both have titles. It'd be a unification. Maybe the Zuffa belt would be up for grabs and the Ring Magazine at cruiserweight. All depends, though. Like, if the IBF comes out tomorrow or later today and says, you're no longer the champ, you're stripped, then he'll just be the Zuffa champ. And I don't know, man. We talked last week to Floyd Diaz, formerly Cash Flow Diaz. I like that kid a lot. It seems like, hey, he'd be more than happy to be the first Zuffa champion at 118. Who cares about? He said it, right? Go back and watch it. Who cares about those other belts? WBC, WBO. He works for Zuffa now, and he'd be glad to represent them as the first bantamweight champion for Zuffa.
You know, the good thing is you got to pay sanction fees. That's great.
They're expensive. They're expensive.
Buy a house. A big house.
Yeah, those belts are super, super expensive.
And
So we talked about sanctioning bodies and all that. The WBC. Mauricio Suleiman was.
Hey, they they ordered Roach and Cepeda, or they're gonna vacate the lightweight title.
Yep, you got it, man. I put the picture up just in time. WBC orders Roach versus William El Camarón Cepeda. I like watching him, man. I've seen him fight in person. His family's he has a huge entourage that travels with him. Both of these guys are worthy of a title opportunity. Of course, Opetaia came up short against Shakur Stevenson, but who hasn't come up short against?
For reals.
And then Roach, I feel bad for the guy. He was a champion at 130. He took on Shakur Stevenson, and I think he should have got the nod in that. This is a great. These two people are truly deserving. I think I was talking to you about that guy Lucas Badie of Canada. We've yet to hear, but he may get the opportunity for a vacant title against Floyd Schofield. So I'm still waiting to hear about that, and possibly maybe we can get them on the show. Are you excited about Mayweather versus Pacquiao too?
Not really. No, I'm not. They both need to sit down and relax.
Man.
Hey, they say he's going broke, but that's what he gets. If he is going broke, he shouldn't be doing the way he does. Showing off all his money on the table and all these clowns going around with him, and he takes care of all these clowns and all these watches and cars, and who cares?
It's great. It's great that you bring that up because on social media they asked Grok. Grok is the AI thing for Twitter X. They asked Grok. They said, "What is the possibility that Floyd Mayweather is broke?" Because that's all we hear about. Even if Mayweather lost 80 to 90% of his wealth, which would be catastrophic financially mismanagement, he would likely still be worth tens of millions of dollars. Based on public information, chance he is actually broke is near zero, very low. Chance he is far less wealthy than claimed, moderate. Chance he still has $100 million, quite possible. So when people say he's broke, it's like he's definitely been sued for a lot of money, Vince. And he, from what I read on this news article, that they wrote a really good news article on him. He's not paid tons of his bills, especially like that private airplane. I think they're going to seize that private, like all the things that are really stupid, expensive in life. He's lived a very expensive lifestyle to maintain, right?
Yeah.
If he gets rid of everything and does these exhibitions, which he's going to do, he will be just fine. But, in the sport of boxing, there's always somebody that's ready to take your money. If you're a star, there's somebody always ready to backstab you and take your money financially, whether it's your accountant, your manager. There's always somebody just ready to screw you over. So,
ain't that something?
Did you hear what Raleigh said about Pacquiao? Because I thought, I think we were both hoping that Raleigh would get a match with Pacquiao, but I think I still have it. But Raleigh was saying that Pacquiao was asking for way too much money for his belt.
Pacquiao must think he's still the A side.
Yeah, even though he wasn't the champion. Champion, that's why it didn't work out for.
It shouldn't work out. To tell you the truth, the champ should always get more, just a little bit more.
Yep. And so now we find ourselves, he is the champ. He's a WBA champ. Now we find ourselves with the situation where Raleigh is negotiating with Devin Haney. A lot of fans can't wait to see Devin Haney rematch Ryan Garcia. Now that Ryan Garcia is the champ, Raleigh's a champ. Raleigh, I'm sure people want to see Raleigh versus Ryan. Devin Haney, I want to see them all fight again. Shoot, man, it'd be great to see a tournament where they all end up fighting each other somehow. I don't know how they would work it, but I guess Devin Haney's dad, Bill and Raleigh are going back and forth with contracts, and they have a date. It seems like last I checked, Raleigh posted that May 30th
in Brooklyn.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting pretty close where it might be a reality where that's the unification. And let's just listen to what Devin Haney had to say. He had something to say about the possibility of his rematch with Ryan. Hold on here. I'll play it. All right, here we go. Here's a clip of what Devin Haney says it's going to take for him to fight Ryan Garcia again.
One of the biggest fights in boxing. I think it's the biggest fight in American boxing. And I think it has everything, right? It has the bad blood, the storylines, unfinished business. Can we get that fight next?
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge fight. Huge fight for boxing. Huge fight for myself. that's a fight that I would love to make happen. But if Ryan's not going to be realistic in these negotiations, then we just got to move on and go to the next best guy. And
he's got to go on to the next best guy. Is that Rolly Rolando Romero? Because it looks like it's getting close to being official, right?
But don't Rolly's got to fight as mandatory?
Who?
Remember, that guy's still in the mix.
Which guy?
The guy that's supposed to be the number one contender for Rolly's belt.
Oh, Giasov. Yeah. I think he's going to have to take the step aside money. But this was Raleigh today. Sign up for KOs. He said, he put up this GIF to Devin Haney. Are you getting cold feet? Are you getting cold feet?
Rolly's going to have to sell that fight because Devin Haney ain't going to talk. So Rolly's got to sell that fight. Like when he fought Tank.
It's going to be a great buildup. I think this fight should happen. It's a unification. If Devin thinks he's as good as a boxer as he kind of displayed that in the last fight, I thought the Brian Norman Jr. fight, man, I was really shocked at how great Devin looked in that fight against a really heavy puncher. Raleigh's an equally heavy puncher, maybe even a bigger puncher. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I left my ringer on. It's a big puncher, man.
Yes.
What's the deal with that, man? He's at risk of getting knocked out. Devin Haney, he's saying, "Are you getting cold feet?" I think
we know he could get touched, and we know he knows how to fall on the floor now. They both do, but Devin makes it like it's a bed. He's laying on that thing. Cause Ryan put that boy down a lot. And I see Rolly's doing the same.
Yep. If you guys are new, it's Slugged Out Sports. On Wednesday, we do a daytime sports stream. We like to talk about everything Vegas, but boxing, baseball, of course. We don't have a baseball team yet, but we will. We will, Vince. We'll be having the Las Vegas Athletics. But speaking of Raleigh, man, Raleigh, you've probably seen him growing up. Your son shared the same trainer. Your son shared the same trainer with him, Bullet, at one point. And a lot of that heavy sparring that TMT is known for. Well, regarding that Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch, it's going to be a real fight. And so today we're hearing today that the Nevada Boxing Commission, Nevada State Athletic Commission, they say they want to watch his sparring leading up to the fight. They want to make sure. I don't know. They said
make sure he gets out of the exhibition because that Russian guy, whatever his name was, that dude ain't no chump.
Right, Provodnikov. Both of them are taking. Both of them are going to take exhibitions. Mayweather's going to take an exhibition. Where's he going to do one? Mayweather's going to go to Greece
with Mike.
Oh no, he's got Mike Tyson coming up. That's right. They just had their first press conference.
Mike hits him and just calls it a wrap. No more Pacquiao Mayweather fight. Call it a wrap.
What about the Greek fight, man? Now I can't keep up. He is fighting Mike Tyson. It's going to be on Netflix. That's insane. And then. Wasn't there a Greek guy?
Yeah, well, I heard about that one too.
Provodnikov is going to be scheduled in Las Vegas the weekend of. Is it right around the corner? WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how out of shape Provodnikov has gotten over these past 10 years that he's retired or whatnot. But I hope
they were 16-ounce gloves. Because, man, that boy will be bringing some heat if he hits.
You're right. Obviously, he's got to wear some. Plus, you don't want to have this fight, potential super fight at the Sphere, man. How expensive those fights are. You don't want to jeopardize anything like that. You definitely don't want to jeopardize that.
Yeah.
Yep. So the guy fighting, the guy that's going to fight this weekend for Zuffa, he says, I don't give a S about the odds. This is boxing. This is man against man. He's got things he wants to do. I've got things I want to do. I don't care what a bunch of sports casuals have to say. And that's Brandon Glanton. He has 3 losses. He will be fighting, I guess he'll be fighting the best cruiserweight champion in the world this Sunday. And if Zuffa boxing executives want to give Vince and I free tickets to cover the sport this Sunday, hey, that's our Instagrams, or I believe so. Hit us up. Yeah, ready to go to that. What did you think about Navarrete? Navarrete, 130 pound. Now he has 2 titles again. He went all the way up to 135 to try to become a 4-division Mexican champion. He dared to be great. Comes back down on 130. He fights the best boxer that Matchroom Boxing has at that weight class, Nunez. And he just beat Nunez to a pulp, man. Closed up his eyes.
Made it look easy.
He made it look easy?
Yeah.
People always comment on like Navarrete's physique. You know, it's like, okay, here's a guy, Nunez, on the left-hand side. Look at he has an 8-pack. His guns. But it don't matter against Navarrete, huh? They said Navarrete had a nutritionist come in and basically he had everybody prepare his meals. He was going to come in on weight. He was going to feel strong. He don't need no stinking abs.
That's a Mexican body right there. That's perfect. That's us. You know?
That's more realistic, huh?
Yes, that's us. You know, it's because it's hard. You know, we got one of the best foods in the world. I don't care who else is better than us. Maybe Asia, Japan, or whatever. But we got the best in the world, man. We got that food that put that weight on you. You know, and if you don't run, you become like all of us. You know.
Oh my God! If I can't run, I can't run. I definitely. I'm not taking my shirt off, but I look closer to Navarrete than I'll ever look to Nunez. Sorry about my phone, guys. I thought I turned up. But yeah, he had a nutritionist get him down, and obviously it worked because he was in fantastic shape. Yeah. As far as his performance in the ring, man, like he don't need no stinking abs. It's funny. I think the Winchel's Donuts spent all that money to advertise on his shorts.
Good advertisement. Look, he won and everything. Good advertisement.
Yep.
You know what fight I'm tripping on is Usyk's next fight, a kickboxer.
Yeah.
What's up with that? They ain't got nobody that wants to fight him, or he don't want to fight nobody else.
The Usyk thing with the kickboxer, man. I think Usyk's gotten to the point in his boxing career where he feels like he's ready to retire. I think that's what it looks like to me. Like he's getting ready to retire. He's defended the title. He's become unified. Not only unified, he's become undisputed twice. Yeah. So it's like easy money at this point. Who else is there to fight? Because they all want him to fight the young guys. It's like now he's approaching 40, heavyweight, and they want him to fight Moises Itama, who's a knockout artist, kind of looks like a UK version of Mike Tyson. And that'd be pretty embarrassing that you made it this far in your career to get knocked out by a 21-year-old. You know, it's not like the final stamp you want to put on your career. Kind of like Mayweather, man. When Mayweather was approaching 49, 50 career wins, he wasn't fighting the young, dangerous guys. He even fight Terrence Crawford. I mean, like that could have been a great fight, could have been made in his career. And maybe he just wants to take it easy. So Mario Barrios just lost his title to Ryan Garcia the other day. And Mario Barrios, it was a bad career move. How much did he get paid?
No, moving up. He should move up.
This is what's wild. So he went to Country Box. I'm not familiar with Country Box, but I guess he has a friend that he was supporting on Country Box this past weekend. And you see him here. He showed up in the ring to make an interview on this fight promotion card, Country Box. And he announced it, Vince. He announced it that he is not retiring. He's moving up to 154 pounds. And I got a personal story when I ran into him and Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza, he's been fighting at 154 for a long time. He lives in Las Vegas. They're buddies.
I ran into that knockout on Fendora, whatever.
Yeah, he's the only guy who knocked out the Towering Inferno.
That was a great knockout.
Great knockout.
Manny and Marquez knockout. You know.
Oh my God, he just chopped down the tree with that one punch. He just jumped on that opportunity. So you know it could happen. And Fundora's getting ready to fight in 2 or 3 weeks here in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. Can't wait for that. I ran into both of them at the Cosmopolitan, and I do got to look for this interview. But in my interview, I don't think I ever posted this interview. I posted the interview with Brian Mendoza, but I'm talking to Mario Barrios. I used to think I was 5'11". I'm not, bro. I shrank, bro. Mario Barrios, I weigh 200. I'm not even going to tell you guys how much I weigh right now. I'm so out of shape. After my surgery last year, dude, I put on so much weight. But Mario Barrios, and this was a long time ago. This was about a year ago at the Cosmopolitan. I ran into him and Brian. And Mario Barrios is 5'11". You guys saw that. He was much taller than Ryan Garcia. And his shoulders are gigantic. And I know he wasn't in the middle of a training camp. and I sized myself up against him, and I'm like, whoa, Mario, you're freaking huge. I'm like, wait, when are you gonna move up to? And I'm looking at Brian Mendoza, who's shorter and weight. You know, he was definitely. This is the guy who knocked out Fundora. Is a shorter guy, and he knocked out. And I said to Mario, I go, bro, you moving up to 154? Like I made that comment to him on video. Like, when are you moving up to 154? And he announced it. You know, I think he's a very. He's a guy who's not built for welterweight anymore. I mean, he hasn't been for a while.
I don't think he's ready for 154. You know what? I'm gonna throw it out there right now, and hopefully the fight fans will agree with me. You know who I like to see him fight? My nephew Junior.
Great fight.
I think Junior beat the dog shit out of him. That's my opinion. Junior whoop him. You know that?
Vince, that's a great fight. Put it out there. Hey man, when you start putting it out there in the universe and you start letting people hear your idea, people start, sometimes it gets out there. It is a great fight. It's a great fight.
Junior smokes man. Junior worked this boy.
So Junior's got that one loss at the co-main event.
But I don't think Junior's ring walk would be as good as his.
Oh, the Aztec? Well, I mean, they can compete. It's a great Mexican-American showdown, and it's kind of a crossroads fight.
I think I'm going to call him and tell him, why don't you call it this fool?
Yeah, man, tell him. Because you know what? It's a great crossroads fight. Where Mario Barrios is at right now is a place in his career that if he takes another loss, he's in trouble. Like it's like people are already calling for you to retire after losing to Ryan Garcia. And if you can't make a statement at 154, I mean, it might be time to hang them up. While you make that text message, because I hope you're getting that message out. No, I got a clip. Yeah.
I'm trying to find him, see if I can FaceTime and see if he answers.
Well, I'm going to play this clip while you do that because Paulie Malignaggi, he already made a statement about this. He has something to say about Mario Barrios moving up to 154. Let's play what Paulie had to say on Boxing.
Oh! Whoa!
Whoa! Why is it spinning?
And what have you done with Paulie Malignaggi?
Guys, he still sucks.
Okay, all right.
But
our listeners have been hung over for 2 months because of this guy.
Let the guy take some time
off.
First,
Barrio sucks shot. Okay,
some time off. 154 though. Shoot,
dude. First thing I thought.
Where are you going?
That's like, I'm taking time off, and then I'm gonna go. I don't know, hunt lions with a spear or something. Like that's not. I'm gonna take time off. I'm gonna do the most dangerous thing. I'm gonna go skydiving without a parachute. 154. We have said it a million times.
And he's gonna be food at 154. Everybody's gonna be.
Hey, guess what? He's gonna make a lot of money.
He's literally food at 154. They were all laughing about it. I know Paulie's not a fan of Mario. I've met Mario personally, man. He's a nice kid, man. He's a nice kid. But in the ring, Paulie said he sucks. I know I've heard Paulie Malignaggi say that quit with the Aztec ring walk because you don't represent the Aztec. I mean, is Paulie an authority on Chicano politics and Mexican American?
No. Hell no.
But I mean, does he make a good point about Mexican warrior spirit at the same time? Like, when you think about the long history of Mexican warriors that have fought in the ring, the great ones, they always Fernando. Bro, they always left it. I know what he's getting at. He's saying that they always left it 100% in the ring, meaning they never gave up on themselves. They gave every ounce that they could to the sport or their performance. I don't even know. I don't know. This is speaking of, this is an Aztec name. Shout out to Huitzilopochtli. I know. I hope I didn't butcher that Aztec name, but he says Paulie would know because he was food his whole career. That's funny. He was food his whole career. He did manage to become a 2-division world champion and now a commentator. But he is no authority.
Great commentator.
Does he really have a pass to speak on Mexican boxing? No. He is a commentator. It's his job to do that. But
the good thing is to get people mad at you so they. Like Howard Stern, he says something and you're like, I hate him, but you're listening to him the next day. So yeah, go ahead, Paulie, talk your crap.
But you guys missed it. Vince saying his nephew, which is Fernando Vargas Jr., who just had the co-main event for the first boxing fight at the Allegiant Stadium. Hey, why not? Why not him versus Mario Barrios at 154 for his debut?
Picture to him today. I can't call him over the phone.
Call him up, yeah. Call him Joe Goosen.
Call this guy out.
And both it's totally possible to make that because the promoters can work together. Yeah, those two promoters, PBC and the smaller promoter that your nephew is with, they've worked with PBC and Turkey Ali Sheikh.
I see Junior stopping him.
Yeah, man. Start calling him out. Start calling him out on social media. Yeah. This was posted yesterday. I guess that interview. Mario moving up to 154 again, guys. I've seen him. In size. I thought I was 5'11". I think his body's made for 154, but he hasn't knocked out anybody at welterweight, and it's just tough, man. It's going to be tough with all the guys who hit really hard at 154 for me to see that. Some fun stuff for boxing, and then we'll wrap up the show with some World Baseball Classic talk. Did you know that Junior does hit hard? He has a lot of knockouts.
Yeah.
And he also he didn't get the credit. Unfortunately, they didn't give him the credit for that knockdown against the Irish fighter, right? That was kind of messed up.
But like he said, he wasn't the A-side fighter. That was Dana White. Dana White's boy.
Yup, and that's the Zuffa thing. Did you know that Edgar Berlanga is releasing? I guess he's in the hip hop game. He's in the hip hop game. In case you were wondering, he's coming out with some music videos. Baby mama. That's what it says.
He sounds like he's drunk.
I think he is. I mean, it looks like they're at the club. They're singing along to the song. He says, stay tuned because I'm putting out a new song called #Baby Mama.
He's pulling out fake jewelry.
As speaking of rap, Teofimo made me laugh, man, because I guess Teo found out that Max Kellerman, Max Kellerman, he's with Zuffa now.
Well, that's to run his mouth crazy.
He's with the Ring.
Yeah.
Well, Max Kellerman in the 90s, bro, he was part of a hip hop group, and I think they actually had a music video. So Teofimo finally, Teofimo must have been a baby or not even born in the 90s. I don't think, of course he definitely wasn't born in the 90s. He's born in 2000s. But he found the rap album, and he had this to say about Max Kellerman reviving his hip hop rap career.
Pull up Max Kellerman's rap videos. Back with his brother, too. I want to see that, man.
Got skills, got stamina. Got hands of stone like the champ from Panama. Bodies drop from body shots because I could box. No need for clocks or karate chops.
Max was a hell of a rapper. I can't take that away from him.
Right?
I mean, was it bad, bro? Was that bad? He's talking about boxing in his hip hop songs from the 90s?
Hey, you sound pretty good.
Max Kellerman coming back to be a hip hop. That reminds me of that Marky Mark era. Marky Mark, and then you had Third Base from New York. You had all these.
Third Base, a gas base.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, Third Base. Yeah. And there was a bunch, obviously Beastie Boys, but that whole era, and then House of Pain. Jump around. He kind of looked like a House of Pain knockoff. What do you guys think? Should Max Kellerman continue his rap career? Now we have Edgar Berlanga. The verdict is still out if the song is going to be any good.
He needs to fight C-grade fighters, Berlanga.
C-grade. I can't wait to see. Actually, I'm excited to see him come back in the ring. Somebody fight him. Somebody fight him. Hey, I know that we've had different opinions about Ryan Garcia and what happened with him in the Osterine thing. But now that he's a WBC champion, he's enrolled. Vada, that's one thing I know a lot of people can't stand Mardiso Suleiman, the WBC. They think he's one of the most corrupt sanctioning bodies. But now as the champion, he's tested year-round. Like, not only did he have to test for the fight against Mario Barrios, but he is their champion now. And because of that, look at all the stuff. It's mandatory. Year-round testing, 24/7 whereabouts information required. And, of course, he had been suspended in the past for the Osterine incident. But as your champion now, dude, he's got to get tested whenever they want. So, take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, man.
I think every athlete should be tested.
Yeah, I mean, Zuffa's
Especially
going
right
to
after your fight.
Zuffa's going to be doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And you know, the WBC, WBO, IBF, WBA, they all have their own testing different. They're all tested differently. So it's like, you know, it's hard to keep it fair. I don't know, because they all test different. They use different testing agencies. So anyhow, we're almost up at the hour. I just want to thank everybody. I really wanted to figure out what is the best time slot. If you're watching this live, send me a message. Let me know what's the best time for a daytime show, because I want to get Slugged Out Sports popping during the daytime. I know a lot of people listen to sports shows at work, and I'm hoping, hey, I got so many family members, Vince, that used to listen to sports, like local sports shows that, you know, while they were at work, you know, and that's kind of what I want to do. Check out these baseball bats, limited edition baseball bats for Team Mexico.
Those paint jobs probably cost a lot of money.
Man, I need that. I need one of those. And I think it belongs in your man cave too, Vince. Look at that. That's an amazing baseball bat.
You know what I like? Remember, I think it was last year when the Phillies went to that one place where they play with the cornfield in the outfield. One of the guys had like a baseball, a pencil with a eraser and everything. That was a pretty bad bat. I was like, oh hell yeah, that was a nice bat.
I wanted to play this clip. I didn't get to play this clip last night. I wanted to give a shout out. I haven't talked to you in a minute, but to my boy Lucas Cattell of BoxingScene.com, you have his book right there behind the LA Dodgers helmet. He has something to say about this Jai Opetaia. If you guys didn't hear, Jai Opetaia is fighting this Sunday. We're still awaiting to find out if they're going to allow him to keep his title. But let me play a clip from Lukey's social media. Let me play this clip here.
I'd say from a U.S. standpoint, it feels like now he's becoming a more U.S.-based fighter, and his international reach, Australian and the U.K., where I think he made a strong statement earlier in this decade, he's not as invested in those. I'd say that the American fans for most of his career haven't really followed him, at least for my knowledge. I know the hardcores and the reporters were aware of him, but he fought at kind of obscure times, and only sickos like me would do it. So I'd say right now with him, it feels like American fight fans are very excited, or at least aware of him, and are getting ready to watch him, where it feels like the more international audience might have a close relationship with him, but feel a little detached from him. From a U.S. standpoint,
shout out to Lucas Cattell, BoxingScene.com for that one right there. And of course, Vince, I still don't know if probably will find out. I had this on my timeline, bro, and I wanted to get your opinion on this, but we went down there to meet young Caipo Gallegos, who had fought on that Matchroom boxing card, and I got into a long conversation with Lorenzo Parra, and I had promised that I was going to go back there and interview him there, and that's a clip, bro. But Coach Gallegos, man, Jason, shout out to Jason, Las Vegas Fight Club. This weekend, that was the Manny Pacquiao card in New York. He was the underdog, bro. I'm talking.
And Carmel Martin fought on that card.
And Carmel. Yeah. Dude, he just lost his father. Lorenzo Parra just lost his father recently. You want to talk about motivation? You hear in sport of boxing sometimes, like, you know, somebody is coming into a fight and to lose your father coming into this opportunity and to knock out Elijah Pierce, featherweight Elijah Pierce was ranked number 2 by the WBO. And I think this guy was ranked number 2 by 2 of the sanctioning bodies organization. The WBO featherweight champion is Rafael El Divino Espinosa of Guadalajara. You saw him fight with Emmy fought on his Cinco de Mayo card, right? Yeah. Right here. I was there at that fight too. That means this Lorenzo Parra of Venezuela, who now trains at Las Vegas Fight Club with Jason, is going to be and should be announced the mandatory to El Divino from ranked number 15 to ranked basic. Dude,
that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful, you know. And what a random thing that we went there to talk to Kaipo, and I had a long conversation about Lorenzo's path to the U.S. from Venezuela. Venezuela's been, Venezuela's gone through a lot. Venezuela's gone through a lot. For him to come here, and now he has his wife. His wife was at the boxing gym that day, and his 4 children. It's a blessing, man.
Funny, when his wife was there, she'll sit on the ring eating while everybody's like training.
It's a family. Hey, it's a team. That means she's really, really part of the team. Because if
when you're cutting weight, you're smelling food like, damn, I wish I could have that, but I can't.
Yeah, that is funny. But just the fact that you're right, like that might be a rare thing. You've spent a lot of time at the gym for a person's wife to be there. That's his moral support system. And unlike like most people would probably be like, I can't have, or they say they can't work with their spouse, or it would be a distraction. No, not for him. No, she's part of his team.
Do you take your wife to work with you? No.
People don't, but it works for him. Like she's a moral support, and I don't know if she's always there with him, but she was no distraction, man. They were getting busy. Was it Johan Gonzalez, also a PBC fighter? They were working hard, and obviously it works. Whatever he was doing in his training camp at Las Vegas Fight Club, it worked. They had a great camp. You mentioned Carmel Moten, awesome. All the Vegas fighters this weekend. Emiliano, stunning stoppage. It was a great performance. Carmel, here's Carmel.
Rodrigo was on the undercard too. He's from Vegas too.
Did he win?
Southpaw. Yeah. Yep.
There's Carmel stoppage. He hasn't fought in like almost a year.
Yep. Good old PBC. You gotta love him.
He made that guy throw in the towel. Manny Pacquiao's son was supposed to fight on that. It just been rescheduled. I was surprised. I was looking for him. Manny Pacquiao's son is going to be fighting in April in just a few weeks. Well, that's what's up, man.
They give up too fast. You know that?
Yep.
Pacquiao's son, he should have done more amateur fights.
Yesterday, I mentioned it. Mexico played Arizona Diamondbacks in Phoenix. What a great week to be in the Phoenix area if you're a sports fan. They had the boxing, and if you stick around, you can watch all the spring training. It's 4-4. Marisa Suleiman was there throwing out the first pitch, and that's the score, 4-4.
I wonder how much they paid him to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah, they say Marisa says that him and his father have had a long time relationship with Team Mexico and advancing Mexican players in the major leagues, and I mean,
he's a sponsor with all that money he's taking from the fighters.
But here we are. I always think back of inspirations. When I played Little League, it was Fernando Valenzuela. What Mexican kid who threw baseball and didn't play baseball, who didn't want to be Fernando Valenzuela? He was. And you guys claim him. Your team claims him, but I mean, he inspired countless of not only Mexican nationals but Chicano kids that wanted to play baseball. Sergio Romo. I'm sure Sergio Romo was inspired by the great Fernando Valenzuela. And so on and so on.
Yeah. Tons.
Speaking of Mexican American players, bro, I wanted to tell you, the NFL, we're probably going to get Fernando Mendoza, Cuban American kid.
Yeah.
First, I think he's going to go first in the draft. Yeah. But I've been watching this kid from Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia.
He's crazy.
He's the deal with him is he doesn't look like a NFL quarterback. Yeah. But apparently he had a decent showing at the combine, bro. And there are some teams interested.
I wouldn't get him. He's like Manziel to me.
Johnny Manziel was a bust.
I ain't saying he's gonna be a bust, but I think if his team came to Vegas, his dumb ass gonna be on that strip. Oh, do they recognize me? That's my opinion.
Look, to be honest, with his arms and his mechanics, I'm surprised that he didn't go into baseball and isn't a baseball pitcher, or I'm not sure if he was drafted by any major league teams, because there are a lot of guys who have been drafted both in baseball and football. But, John Gruden, one of the best ever, says that he thinks this kid is a true grinder and will shock a lot of people. Stay tuned. He did really good at the combine, supposedly. So we could have a Mexican-American, he'll probably be a backup quarterback.
Badass,
But it's always inspiring for, any Mexican-American athlete out there to say, wow, this guy is not even 6 feet tall, barely 6 feet tall, and is getting drafted to play quarterback in the NFL. That's going to be a big deal.
Look at John Gruden, a little bit shorter than him. An inch, maybe.
Yeah, you saw that pick. So this will be the last thing we talk about. We're now upon the 1 hour mark, and I appreciate it. We're going to post this show on Slugged Out Sports' website. Do me a favor, guys. I'll put the link afterwards in the description. Go over to Vince's channel. Make sure you're subscribed to it and give it a like, because we want to get that channel some traction too, and we need this channel. But I need Shoeshine Boxing to get. My schedule is so irregular that it's hurting the channel. But we've talked about this story, Vince, for some time, and I want your opinion. A Las Vegas federal judge made her decision, and she basically said that Virgil and his manager are in the wrong, that you don't have the right to walk away from your contract with Oscar De La Hoya, and you must. She's forcing Virgil and this management to negotiate in what's known as arbitration. And you have until September to figure it out, but you basically still belong to Oscar. I know you want to get, he said you cannot negotiate a deal with another to make a fight without Oscar involved. A huge victory for Oscar. Obviously, this picture is.
I knew it.
You knew it. You called it, right?
You ain't gonna lose in Vegas. Made so much money here. The judge that did that, oh my God, never gonna hear the end of it. Oscar made millions for Vegas.
Man, you were right. You were right. There was some people hopeful for Virgil, that Virgil would get the permission to say, hey, you could walk away from that deal.
And he saved him. He saved him from his first L.
Boots Ennis?
Yeah, I think Boots will beat him.
Don't tell Drew that. He'll get super, super excited. All right, so it looks like if you're interested, tonight is the very first World Baseball Classic kicks off tonight. And it's going to be Australia versus Taipei.
I'm going to take Taipei.
Yeah. Okay, so there's how it works. There's 4 pools. 4 pools, Pool A, Pool B, Pool C, and Pool D. Miami, Tokyo, Houston, and San Juan, Puerto Rico are host cities. So today, we have Australia versus Chinese Taipei in Tokyo, Pool C tonight. And you guys can start making bets. It's going to be, March Madness, everybody comes here to gamble. The old school people used to come here and gamble. Hopefully, we need the help. Come to Vegas. Come gamble. Come stay at the casinos. Have some fun. But a lot of people are going to be putting money on these baseball games. I know it.
Yes.
I know it. You got Chinese Taipei beating Australia tonight?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. We're going to do a lot more Baseball Classic next week, and maybe if you have more time, we'll look at some of the schedule this week, Vince, and have a second show if you're available. Yeah. But I'm excited about Pool D, man. Pool D is Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Israel. Interesting. Israel put together a team. Venezuela and Dominican Republic, they should have outstanding teams.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Pool B? Brazil, Italy, Mexico, and United States. Who's winning that one?
United States will run away with that one.
Let's be honest, man. The U.S. has put together all their best, and they smoked the San Francisco Giants.
They're smoking a lot of people. That team's stacked.
That team is stacked.
It's like the Dodgers. That lineup's stacked. You're gonna get a stacked lineup.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun ride, guys. We will be back on Monday night for the Shoe Shine. And if you got time this week, maybe we could do another show.
Always got time.
This is a World Baseball Classic. Make sure you guys subscribe to Vince's channel, and we'll put that up on his channel. Until then, peace out, everybody. Peace.